guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are reading the second book in the ACOTAR series, A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. Now, this is gonna be a full spoiler video because this is the second book in the series. So if you haven't read this book, click off this video, please and thank you. So last night I finished, I finished this all yesterday. The whole thing I read yesterday, and I rated this 5 stars. I absolutely loved it and I'm obsessed with it. I was trying to go to another book and start reading it, and I literally couldn't because I couldn't stop thinking about this. So I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and start reading the next book. Spoilers for the first book. I think Tamlin is a little, why did he just sit there and do nothing? Hello? Like, say something, anything. Rysand, on the other hand, he can get it. I'm so mad at myself because I literally put this series off for so long because I was just so intimidated, and I'm so glad that I finally read it because I literally ate it up. I'm really interested to know what happens next because obviously Tamlin doesn't stay in this series, right? It's gonna be her and Rysand. Like, I know he's the love interest now. But at the end of this book, her and Tamlin were like in cahoots, going back home together, and I was like, yeah! And also, I've heard some people say that they don't like that Feyre becomes a fairy. When that happened, I was literally like jumping up and down. I was like, no way, she's gonna be even more of a baddie. It was giving Twilight and how Bella, whenever she became a vampire, because she was dying, she was dead, and that's the only way they could save her was to turn her into a fairy. And I love that. So we're about to start this book. I haven't started it yet. I have all day to read. I mean, it's already like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but I have literally nothing to do. So I'm just gonna sit down and read this literally all day because I'm quite literally obsessed. Yeah, I'm so excited. Let's start it. She said she hasn't heard from Rysand in 3 months, but I'm like, well, he made that deal with you to see you 1 week every single month, so why isn't he like coming back still? I guess because she's different now. But it has to do with the way he looked at her at the end of the last book, I swear. Like, what happened? Like, I need to know. Okay, I made it to part 2. Basically, what's happened now is Tamlin's being an asshole like always. Tamlin literally like trapped her in the house, so Rysand got her out, and now she's leaving with him and not gonna go back to Tamlin. I tabbed a bunch of stuff so I could go back and tell you what I was thinking in the very moment. So Feyre said I wasn't Tamlin's mate as far as I knew. There was no mating bond between us yet. So that made me think, I was like, is Rysand her mate? Like, I don't know, maybe. Oh, they were about to have their wedding, and I was like, obviously they don't get married, right? So I had a prediction that Rysand was gonna like stop the wedding or interject somehow. And then up to this point, Rysand like hadn't shown up yet. So then, hello Feyre darling, he purred. I was like, I knew he was about to show up sooner. So my prediction was right. Like, I mean, she was gonna say no anyways to him at the wedding, but he like interjected it, you know? Oh, another thing I tabbed was, you look absolutely delicious today, Feyre. That's what you wrote? She said, it's true, isn't it? She said, stop that. Their flirting is just so cute. Literally giving Damon and Elena, like, for real. Oh, Rysand said to Feyre, I don't believe for one damn minute that you're remotely fine with being a pretty trophy for someone who sat on his ass for nearly 50 years. Then sat on his ass while you were shredded apart. Yes, tell her he is not a good man, bro. He literally just sat there doing nothing for you. And then Tamlin trapped her in the house, and then Mor and Rysand got her out of the house. That's all the thoughts I really have right now. I'm excited to start part 2. Let's get into it. Okay, so I'm officially like halfway. She went with Rysand to Valeria. She met his inner circle, Azriel and Cassian. I love both of them. And basically, I think people are after Feyre. The king is after her. I think they're just like trying to prepare for the war, pretty much. Yeah, and then they all went to go stay with Feyre's sisters. And that brings me to when Cassian like literally went off on Nesta, being like, your sister literally died for you, so shut up. Like, I was like, period, Cassian, I love you. And then just Feyre and Rhysand flirting, like he like is sending her notes like, I'm bored. And then she's like, poor baby High Lord, life is so hard. He's like, life is better when you're around. I will say though, the one thing that I miss about this is Lucien. Like, Tamlin not being in this, I don't care. I care less. He can go away. I don't care. But Lucien, I love him. I miss him. And I really hope he like comes back into the series, because I feel like Tamlin's just gonna like kind of be like whatever from here on out. I hope. But Lucien, like, I want him to come back and be a part of their like whole circle and found family and everything. So I hope that happens. But yeah, that's all I have to update for now. Let's go keep reading. Oh my gosh, she's like finally realizing that Tamlin sucks. She's like, I did everything for him and he did nothing for me. He just sat there. I'm like, finally you see it too, bro. We've been saying this all along. Bro, everyone has wings and is like flying. I want her to fly. Can she fly? I hope that she'll be able to fly in the end. Okay, I'm on part 3. I have a little bit over 100 pages to go. So obviously a lot has happened since I last updated. I'm just gonna go through my tabs to see like what my thoughts were at each point. Oh my gosh, and then her and Moore went to go like try to get the book, and then they were like gonna drown and everything, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna die. And then I was like, okay, no she's not. She's gonna die. Oh my gosh, this, I will kill anyone who harms you. I will kill them and take a damn long time doing it. What a man. What a man. And then this random girl was like, and as for this one, talking about Feyre, and he was like, she's mine, and if you lay a hand on her, you'll lose that hand and you'll lose your head too. Oh yeah, and then I was wondering like if we were ever gonna find out why Tamlin and Rhysand like had beef, and we finally found out that Tamlin killed Rhysand's whole family. So I was like, okay, he wants revenge, like he wants to see him suffer, rightfully so. Oh, and then Lucien came back and I was so excited, but then he was being a booty head, so I was like, damn, never mind, I guess we don't like him anymore. And Feyre's such a baddie. She told Lucien, tell Tamlin if he sends anyone else into these lands, I will hunt each and every one of you down and I will demonstrate exactly what the darkness taught me. They start having this cute little moment in bed and I was just like, oh my gosh, they're literally so cute. And then they started, I was like, ah! Fairy smut. Then I was right. I was right. They were mated. Remember I said, I was like, why did he look at her like that at the end of the first book? I was like, are they mated? Like, is that what he saw in her? I was freaking right. I swear I'm never right. I never guess anything. So I was like, no way I actually predicted that. I knew there was more to it. I knew they weren't just gonna leave us hanging like that and never tell us what happened then. Sarah J. Maas knows what she's doing. So anyways, let's go ahead, start part 3. Chapter 54. Literally that whole chapter of like him explaining the whole like fated mates thing and like how he found out that she was his mate. That whole chapter, oh my gosh, like I just loved it so much. And they said, I love you. Oh! This whole video is literally just me obsessing over Rhysand, honestly. She's such a baddie, bro. She was fighting the adder and she said, and this is for me. boom, stabbed him and said, I'll see you in hell. Jurian. Huh? Freaking Lucian and Tamlin. I can't believe that I said I missed Lucian. I can't believe I said it because, and of course, they just had to bring her sisters in. Of course they did it. I don't know why I expected anything less. Elaine just died. Did she really just die? Is that for real? Just kidding, she's a fae now. Let's go. All we need is Nesta to be a fae now, and they can all be bad together. Okay, never mind. Nesta did just become a fae, but I guess it was like a punishment. I don't really know. There's like so much going on right now that I'm not like understanding. There's just, it's like so much back and forth. And then now Lucian and Elaine are mates. Like, what? Guys, what is this? This is not a drill. We're getting a Rysand chapter. You're joking. You're freaking joking. Oh my god. They're literally so smart. Like, she's gonna be with Tamlin and all of them now, and she's gonna be spying on them and reporting back to Rysand because their bond didn't actually break. They think that Rysand like had a hold on her, was like mind controlling her and stuff, but they actually are mated, so that just can't be just like broken. But man, oh man, I'm scared for all of them, so I'm gonna be jumping into the next book immediately. Definitely another 5-star if you couldn't tell. Literally obsessed, couldn't ask for anything more. And that is all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching if you watched till this point. Love you guys, and I will see you next time. Mwah.